Welcome to this episode of YouTube where I've entitled it Exhibit Stimuli, and we are at that time of the year when we're getting the exhibit ready for the summer visitor season. That means getting the pond refilled and the upper waterfall completed. You'll see here also that the Arctics are starting to shed. We are grooming every day, trying to get that winter coat, that undercoat, off of the wolves to help them cool off during the summertime. We have planted some trees, and hopefully the wolves will not utilize the trees as their exhibit stimuli, but this is Grayson here, and again Grayson has a little bit of a broader muzzle, axles, nose a little bit more elongated to try to tell them apart. Coloration, a lot of that darkness is coming out because that's their undercoat, and so the lighter coloration is going to be characteristic of their summer season. They're going to look very thin without that winter coat on them. So the upper pond, as I said, is one of those processes where it takes a while to thaw and to get it ready. It's a great stimuli for the wolves, and even, this is Denali, even a wolf who's been through the spring preparations, getting the pond running, gets stimulated by having that pond flowing. So that water comes from the lower pond, runs underground and comes out on the top. And so we'll be putting fish in the lower pond. The upper pond, like I said, is dictated by, and Denali's got his paw over the entrance there. You can see how it stopped running for a moment. Wolf's paw is big enough to cover up that entrance pipe of 2 inches there. So notice here, though, in this clip, as Denali runs down the hill, Grayson's following. And so one of the things we're talking to the summer educators about is to watch some of this following behavior, some of this posturing behavior that's going on. And they are definitely maturing to adults, and this is the transition period here between the juvenile period between yearlings and adulthood is when we see a lot of testing. But notice this behavior here. Aiden comes down towards the pond and Bolts comes over and does a block of Aiden from the pond. So these are all subtle behaviors that we're kind of keeping an eye on, is who's following who, who's blocking who, what are the alliances. Those are the kind of things that will keep us on our toes as we look at this summer. So speaking of being on our toes, over in a retirement, we also planted some trees in retirement, and Grizzer did help with that process by helping to water the trees. And we are keeping our options open as far as where these two individuals in retirement want to manage or want to rest. They have the back habitat, they have the front pack holding area, they have the east side. They can choose wherever they want to go, wherever's the coolest spot. So Luna obviously is very relaxed in retirement. A lot of people talk about, wishing that she was back in the exhibit pack, but we really are seeing this as being kind of the best place for Luna right now because she is getting the extra care that she needs to be able to help her through some of her medical issues. And great time to look at her teeth as well when we're there. So like I said, we're celebrating the fact that a year ago today the pups came into our realm and grew quite quickly and certainly got used to the exhibit and all that northern Minnesota has to offer. We obviously had some challenges with Luna that resulted in us making the decision to retire Luna and allow for the pups to be integrated into the pack. And that decision, again, was a decision that we made in the best interest of all wolves. For Grizzer, it's been great stimuli having Luna. Certainly having to guard your cache is important. For Bolts, it certainly gave him an opportunity to interact with the pups on a different level than he would have been with Luna guarding. And we know that Aiden's getting old, and so we're going to be watching very closely how the exhibit pack plays out in the next year. So again, reminding you that every one of these wolves is up for adoption as a support of the Wolf Care program. We also have now finished the updates on the ethogram, so we will be selling ethograms again. And if you check out the Wolf Den store, you can see the section that says Our Wolves, and you'll be able to see the Wolf Care products that we have to help support our ambassadors. So thanks for watching.